DSTV and its supply of channels can critically not be put in the context of a necessity for people so that a very strong direct government intervention, as Sam George did, would lie. It wouldn't lie. The point is consumer people can complain about the prices and negotiations can be done, but it's not something that government can force its way through because you can't consider it as a right of people. That's why we made the point to Sam George earlier that the first thing you should be asking DSTV is that why is it that if your channel ran out, you cannot watch UTV, you cannot watch Metro TV, you cannot watch TV3? Why? Because the Ghanaian has paid subscription, 300 cedis. And that's how many Ghanaians, and people don't believe that, but it's true. Because the old analog system is not in place because of the transition to DTT. The analog system doesn't work. So majority of urban dwellers watch our local channels through DSTV. On Saturday evening, people are watching the UTV program massively. This morning, people are watching Good Morning Ghana. TV3, people are watching. DSTV knows that people are watching them through the local channel. That is why when your subscription runs out, they terminate the local channel. Now, they don't pay the local channels any money for that. They take content from CNN and give it to us and pay CNN. But they take content from TV3 and give it to us. They don't pay TV3. So I was telling the minister at the conference that this is your first point of negotiation. That why are you taking local channels and then when subscription runs out, you cut it? You have almost become a platform because analog is gone. Until DTT fully comes, you are the platform that people are watching. Ghana has issued you a license and has given you a business. This is something very little to do. To carry our local channels whilst we are in transition is something you must do. You cannot terminate the Ghanaians TV3, UTV, Metro TV, and TV3 because the subscription is passed. Do you know what they do? They leave GTV for you because they know that not many people are subscribing through GTV. They know that if they allow you to watch UTV, some people may not renew their subscriptions, especially when the Premier League is over. So this is something the minister can negotiate. No, but he goes on to say, let me negotiate DSTV pricing. It's always going to be very difficult to insist as a government on a person who is doing business, a person through whose platform you take taxes. That's the critical part. Because you are a government, you want to tax your people. You tax them through different kinds. There's direct and indirect taxation. These people are sort of working with government resources, the platform that DSTV has, a government resource. NCA gave it to them. So you tell them, okay, I want to take some taxes off you. They said, no problem. We will put our taxes to the Ghanaian. We will collect the taxes for you. This is the relationship you have with DSTV. They are selling a prime product. They are selling a product that's almost a luxury product. It's not a necessity. It's not water that's going to give anybody life. It gives people entertainment and fun. It's still part of life. But it is a certain category of rights, maybe 4th, 5th, 7th generation of rights. And then you're asking them to take taxes for you. So they come to you and they say, my bill to your Ghanaian people is 10 cedis. So, okay, on 10 cedis, add 2 cedis for this. On this, add this for that. On that, add that for that. You complete and the Ghanaian is going to pay 21 cedis. He collects 21 cedis from the Ghanaian, takes his 10 cedis and gives you the rest through a system that maybe he's funding. You can't have that relationship with them and then for the product they are selling and go to them and hope that you will force them to push prices down. If you ask them to put prices down, the first thing they will tell you is that, Oga, me, I'm doing 10 cedis. You say you want some taxes from your people. So if you like, take the taxes off. Me, I'm doing 10 cedis. In fact, I'm doing less than the price that you want me to do if your taxes are not there. So he was never going to win that conversation. I'm not sure why he went into that, but as I'm saying, it's political pressure. Why I fault DSTV is that after all this, well, DSTV sort of signaled him that, Chief, this is not going anywhere. They sort of signaled right from the beginning that we are not going to, they said that we are not going to change our prices. They said that clearly. And then it brought the fracas, and then we heard that the South African ambassador is coming to Ghana and all kinds of things. We didn't even understand why. When did this come to that? I mean, I don't know what role the foreign minister played in it, but it will appear that everybody was on target to try and get the Ghanaian people to reduce the TV something. So when he fell into the trap of taking the credit for something that was not as significant as he thought, that's where the problem came. So you go for a meeting with these people, DSTV people, then you announce on your social media page that at 3 o'clock you have an announcement. The minister himself of communication, it was very disheartening, the minister. He hosts a press conference and says, Compact Plus, you will pay 300. How he even knows the thing is quite impressive, I have to say. Because I didn't know there's Paddy and all those things. Paddy, you pay this. This, you pay that. why I force DSTV, why I think that perhaps the chief of staff must have a meeting with all of these multinational agencies who work in Ghana, it's very, very important, is that DSTV saw the minister make this announcement. Maybe they even knew he was going to make this announcement. An hour or so after he's made the announcement, or the next day, you come and issue a document. No reference is made to the minister's announcement. Absolutely no reference is made. And then you say it's a promotion. That, you can't do that in Ghana.
Right, show us that. I think yesterday we showed it on our screen.
We shouldn't allow...
Right, show us that communique.
The DSTV one, yes.
DSTV.
We shouldn't allow a multinational to denigrate our government in that manner. You knew that the minister was going to make a statement. Yes, the minister has fallen into a trap of all those things. Yeah, that's fine. But you are a multinational. The minister is your boss. You go and he makes a statement about pricing. Then you come and say that, oh, the pricing that the minister made is our promotion. Without any reference. You don't say that, yeah, we are DSTV. Subsequent to the minister's announcement, please find attached something. They make absolutely no reference to the minister's announcement. And then it creates a whole lot of issues. And then the minister is so embarrassed. The government is embarrassed. Ghanaians are embarrassed. Globally on social media, they are laughing at Ghanaians. Oh, look, you people, your thing didn't work. And then you come back and say, oh, well, it's no longer a promotion. It's a 3-month review. There's more push from the minister, I guess. Then you come and say, oh, it's not quite a 3-month review. It is this and that and that. As we speak today, it's not clear in anybody's mind what is really the status quo of this matter. Can you downgrade? Can you upgrade? Will they review in 3 months? If they review in 3 months, does it have a potential to come down further? Does it have a potential to go up?
So this, this is the communications from MultiChoice, Ghana. Now, if you look at the third point, it says there is no restriction on a subscriber's choice of a bouquet. This offer is available to both existing, returning, and new customers from 1st October 2025. And again, 2, it says, as contained in the said joint media statement regarding the value offering, the committee will reconvene in 3 months to evaluate the impact of this initiative, and this will be a periodic exercise. Number 1, and it says they fully support some jobs. So yes, in this committee, it doesn't tell us. That's the most recent.
Yes, yes, but they say the 3 months is still there.
Yeah, the 3 months. Yeah.
When we do a policy reduction, we don't review it in 3 months, so that potentially it can come up.
Absolutely.
Because when you say you are reviewing, it can stay the same, it can go down, it can come up. So nothing has happened. If you look at this communication being the final one, nothing has happened, especially because the same minister, Sam George, had occasion to criticize the multi-TV or the DSTV sometime in March when they brought this similar promotion. This almost the same promotion came up when the conversation started. And Sam George was in a hurry to tell DSTV that, I have seen what you are doing, but this is not what I'm looking for. Eventually, the thing he says I'm not looking for is the thing he accepts 6-7 months down the line.
The difference, however, Paul, is that the difference between the promotion, I know the promotion you're talking about, I think I have it on my
it was there. What's the difference? That there's a review in 3 months.
Let me read it out. I'll tell you what, per my observation, what I think the difference is. Now, this one is what you're talking about, and it says that you step up, we show up. Upgrade SC, so it comes with the number, to Compact Plus, and get a boost to Premium. So upgrade to
from Compact to Compact Plus.
And get a boost to Premium.
Well, the same customer from the Compact Plus,
yes.
Compact Plus,
so
Premium.
Those are the terms and conditions. If you're on Compact, you have to upgrade to Compact Plus to get Premium. Do you get it? So it's a promotion.
But it's not the
you're
same
Compact,
thing.
You're on Compact. If you want to access premium services, then go to Compact Plus.
That's the same thing we have.
No. This one says, stay where you are. Don't upgrade. But we are giving you more.
So you're on Compact Plus.
Yes.
Pay Compact Plus. We are giving you the what they call Premium.
Yes. So Premium.
And that's going to be reviewed in 3 months.
Well, yes.
But you see, the review in 3 months is what changes the whole thing.
But we don't know the outcome of that review. But I get the point you're making.
That the review has a 30%. So the review is 30, 30, 30.
Yes.
Maybe 35, 32 to make 100.
Exactly.
So there's a 30% chance that the prices will go up. And you see, when they say they are going to review, it's no longer
of the whole thing.
Yes, but if they say they are going to review, it's no longer within the context of policy.
Yes.
When we go for Aluta at the University of Ghana, and we say we don't want residential user fees, and then we fight Kwesi Botwe, and he says that I have reduced the percentage of your SNIT loan from 11% to 7%.
Yes.
He doesn't say that I'm going to review it in 3 months.
Right.
We chant our Aluta slogans at the Ministry of Finance.
Right.
He comes there, makes an announcement that, okay, University of Ghana students, listen, the minister has something to say. He said, well, we cannot do anything about your residential user fees. We are sorry. What we have done for you, though, is that you are paying 11% on your Senate loan. Now, the minister says that you are going to pay only 7%. Then we ask you, so what does it mean? What does it mean? And then if the chief handler says it is good, we jubilate, and then we go back. That's a policy decision. Right. This one is not a policy decision. A policy decision that is bringing something down, but it is subject to review in just a matter of 3 months.
Yes, but you see, we don't know what will entail this review.
But that's the same point. We're saying the same thing.
So we are all in a realm.
It shouldn't be up to review, or they should tell us that we will review it to see whether we can bring it down further. Yes. That is the only window for the review. But if the review is a normal review, open to all kinds of things, we have been with DSTV in the country for a long time. They do that every now and then.
Right.
Next year there's World Cup. They are going to issue some promotion.
Okay.
So that's really the point. That's the point.
So Paul.
But it is about the minister not having to lead this conversation the way he did.
Right. No,
that is the political mishap.
But a legitimate question for all of us to ask is that really, what is the objective for the review? What is it supposed to achieve? It's a legitimate question.
But why do you
need it in the first place?
Yes, that means that the policy is still subject to DSTV's whims and caprices. That's what is going to happen. When we were at the NCA board, Tigo had, this is the last point I'll make, Tigo had a major problem. They call something most powerful operator or something like that, MVP, they call it something, where a situation occurs where one service provider becomes very dominant.
Yeah.
So you know that with the telephone thing, if I call you from Tigo and you are MTN, and the call is terminating, Tigo pays MTN and vice versa.
Yes.
MTN was a dominant market player, and therefore it was MTN to MTN was a lot, and Tigo to MTN was few. In the end, Tigo must still pay MTN for the calls that were terminated from Tigo to MTN. That was a big issue. The minister, Adom-Otchere at the time, charged the NCA and asked Adom-Otchere and the board chairman of NCA to go into major negotiations with these people. Nobody even heard about it.
Right.
They will come and report to the NCA board about how the meeting was going. The minister will give them direction as to how she wants it to go. The minister will indicate the sentiments of government from cabinet, and this is what government is looking for. Yeah. Let's try and achieve it. They go and do the negotiation. So perhaps in that context, as on a matter like this, maybe the minister should never have sat himself with DSTV because you have a whole, NCA is one of the most developed state institutions in Ghana. It's a very powerful, well-developed with major skill sets over there. Okay. They have major engineers over there. Right. In fact, the chief executive of NCA currently, Director General, Mr. Fianco, he's been there for such a long time. He's a great electrical engineer. Yeah. He could have led all of these processes, added, as the minority said, the consumer protection people, add also the committee in parliament, let them be a part of it. Let the minister occupy his cabinet ministerial position and wait for these things to come out. The minister shares it with the president, comes back to a committee that has parliament in there, consumer protection and NCA leading, telling the people that because of the rise of the cedi, because of this and this, consider that. And then the minister is at the back. What the minister has done is a complete faux pas. Right. I think he should be understanding that he has taken a wrong step, Paul, and he should recover and let's move on.
In a politically charged environment such as ours, if this thing had failed, nobody would call the NCA.
If what had failed?
If this quest to get DSTV multi-choice reduce their prices, if it had failed, they'll come after Sam George. They won't go after NCA.
No, they will come after Sam George in the way he positions it.
Okay.
If he sits above it and include parliamentary committee, for instance, and includes everyone, Ghana will be adequately represented on the table, that nobody can blame him.
Right.
Because you have a parliamentary subcommittee in there, you have the National Communication Authority, they are not politicians.
Right.
They are NCA. And then you are the minister, they report to you so that you can deal with cabinet. You can put subtle pressure on DSTV by telling the foreign minister that, look, when you're in Johannesburg, tell the South Africans that they should do this. There's always, politicians always know how to put the subtle pressure. So what he did is a misstep. It's a faux pas. I don't think he should resign. I don't think he should be sacked.
Right.
But he has to recognize that he's done something terribly wrong, but there's a whole 3 years ahead to recover.
But Sam George himself has been reacting. He's been reacting to the minorities press conference. Now, he put something up on his social media platform. I think this is Facebook or so. And this is what he writes. He says, reading the contents of the press conference number 1576. And then you see the laughing emoji.
These are the things that got him into trouble on Joy FM.
I don't know what that means, but
these are the things that got him into trouble on Joy FM. He is a minister. He's no longer on the campaign platform. He went to Joy FM and even suggested that the host did not understand English, which is major, but it's okay. But he's our minister, so we have to help him. these are the things he shouldn't be doing. He can respond, or he really needs to respond to the press conference. That's fine. But he should be responding to Ghanaians. That I have heard the MPP's press conference. I think that they are wrong, so and so and so. I think what we have been able to achieve is this, that. When Parliament opens, I will go and make a statement on the floor of the House about this matter. But I thank the MPP for their statement, but I think that they are completely wrong. Something like that is what he should be doing.
All right.
Otherwise, he gets into trouble too often.
Yeah.